On behalf of our more than 26,000 members around the world, I want to welcome you to this National Philanthropy Day celebration. This past year and a half has been very, very difficult. It's been full of challenges. We have all been dealing with uncertainty and doubt throughout the entire time. But through it all, we haven't stopped helping each other. National Philanthropy Day is the day that we recognize and celebrate that spirit and the extraordinary impact that we all create through giving and volunteerism. And that's why fundraising is the impact profession, because we bring people together to create the impact that changes the world.
It's an honor to be part of something bigger than us, to be something bigger than the cause that we support, just to say that all together we are changing the world. Philanthropy is not just something good to do. I think it should be part of our DNAs.
When I think about all that we've gone through as neighbors, as a country, as a world, and the response for philanthropy, I am just so grateful.
The idea that we have so much difference in between the haves and the have-nots is disturbing, which makes the significant need for philanthropy, absolutely.
All together, we're working for one thing, is making our societies better, making our world better.
Your success, your liberation is bound with the success and liberation of your neighbors.
We can amplify those missions. So please donate and experience that joy for yourself.
Good morning and welcome to Alabama's 40th National Philanthropy Day. I'm WVTM 13's John Papke. It's our pleasure to be here live streaming this event from the Red Mountain Theater to celebrate the extraordinary efforts of individuals and organizations in our community. Now, please let us know that you are here by commenting in the chat. We love to see those in attendance come together to greet and support one another. So don't be shy. Drop a hello or a congrats in the chat throughout the program. Now, National Philanthropy Day, or NPD as it is called, is a special day to set aside to recognize and pay tribute to the great contributions that philanthropy has made to our lives, our communities, and our world. Birmingham has been celebrating NPD since 1982 by the Association of Fundraising Professionals here in Alabama. The chapter currently has more than 100 members who advance giving and volunteerism in Central Alabama through their work in dozens of nonprofit organizations daily. In 1986, President Ronald Reagan signed the official NPD proclamation. The day provides an opportunity to reflect on the meaning of giving and celebrates the endless contributions individuals and organizations across the world make to countless causes and missions. Today, we will recognize 8 honorees and 9 volunteers in philanthropy, known as VIPs. They are being honored by nonprofits for going above and beyond in their support of missions and programs. Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our sponsors in all this. Thank you to Swell Fundraising, WBHM, the Community Foundation of Greater Birmingham, United Way of Central Alabama, Bloomerang, Holy Family Cristo Rey Catholic High School, and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama. We are also very grateful for our longtime partnership with the Birmingham Business Journal. Their steadfast support has not wavered, and this year they have made sure that the insert that is usually sitting at the table for you when you arrive is available virtually. And you can click on the tab available in your browser. Now let's get started with our 9 outstanding VIPs. To celebrate those being honored, I welcome AFP Alabama Chapter President Jennifer Philpott. Good morning, Jennifer.
Thank you. John, we are very grateful for you taking time out of your schedule to help us recognize everyone today. The AFP Alabama Chapter presents an opportunity for organizations to honor a special volunteer group that's made a tremendous impact on their work. It is my pleasure to convey their stories today. Dr. William Howell, honored by St. Martin's in the Pines. Dr. Howell is a retired physician who practiced internal medicine for 38 years. In his practice, he saw firsthand how much happier and healthier his senior patients were once they moved into a senior living facility with strong social models. Bill is one of St. Martin's most engaged and dedicated board members. Well respected among the board, he displays sincere interest in others and tremendous integrity. Thank you, Bill, for being such an asset to St. Martin's in the Pines. Henry King and King Acura, honored by Glenwood, Inc. Not only is King Acura a premier retailer of new and used vehicles, they are also a business with a big heart, led by President Henry King. Under King's leadership, King Acura has sponsored Glenwood events for 16 years. Notably, they have been a consistent title sponsor for the Ireland Legacy Golf Tournament. Employees have volunteered in various capacities, and they support the Pecans for Autism sale. Thank you, Henry King and King Acura, for being advocates for people with autism in any way you can. William R. Ireland, Jr., honored by the Nature Conservancy. Bill Ireland is a sportsman and an environmentalist who continues his family's legacy of caring for Alabama's outdoors treasures. As a trustee of the Nature Conservancy in Alabama, which is TNC, Ireland has helped conserve nearly 200,000 acres of ecologically vital habitat. He led the creation of the William R. Ireland Senior Opportunity Fund. With donations of more than $1 million, this revolving land fund has enabled TNC to purchase important conservation land with little or no debt. Thank you, Bill, for sharing your time and passion to conserve the land and water necessary for life. K. Wood Heron, honored by Civitan International. Wood Heron is a partner at Bradley Law Firm who represents numerous public charities and private foundations. Over the past 4 years, Civitan has partnered with Wood on numerous legal and compliance issues. His expertise has been essential in guiding Civitan through a changing environment in the industry and bringing new thinking to the organization. He's been invaluable by connecting Civitan to others within his circle. He truly has become a strategic partner for the organization. Thank you, Wood, for the impact you are making not only for this Birmingham homegrown service organization, but across the world, as Civitan has more than 500 clubs globally. IPC Foundation and volunteers, honored by STAIR of Birmingham. STAIR of Birmingham was created in 2000 through a partnership between Independent Presbyterian Church and Birmingham City Schools as an after-school tutoring program to help second graders become stronger readers. Over the past 21 years, IPC members have dedicated thousands of hours as volunteer tutors for the STAIR program, and they've helped to grow the program to serve a dozen Birmingham schools. Since 2005, when STAIR became its own 501c3, the IPC Foundation has continued to be an integral partner in the STAIR's program's overall success and program sustainability. Gina King Westmoreland, honored by Samford University. In June of 2021, Gina Westmoreland retired after 15 years of outstanding service as Samford University's First Lady and Executive Director of the Legacy League. During her tenure, Gina effectively led the organization through a time of incredible growth, including an increase in total endowment of nearly $4 million, the addition of 27 new endowed scholarships, and the involvement of over 350 active volunteers annually. Gina's vision, dedication, and commitment brought to the organization a new name and a mission sharply focused on providing transformational scholarships for students with significant financial need and challenging circumstances. Thank you, Gina. Marvell Chip Bivens, honored by the United Way of Central Alabama. Chip Bivens is Chief Audit and Compliance Officer for the University of Alabama System. For more than 20 years, Chip has served this community and countless nonprofits. Today, the United Way of Central Alabama is saluting Chip for serving as Vice Chairman of their board and their campaign cabinet. Renaissance Scholarships, Inc., honored by the Altamont School. Renaissance Scholarships started 3 years ago to give low-income students high-quality educational opportunities by partnering with the most academically rigorous, independent K-5 through 12 schools in the state. This school year, RSI awarded 63 scholarships, with 10 of those being at the Altamont School. Not only has this group given parents access to better learning opportunities for their children, but added to the diversity of life at the Altamont School. Thank you, Renaissance Scholarships, for these grants that change the lives of so many. And in memoriam, Philip Rumor, honored by the Birmingham Boys Choir. Philip Rumor has a longtime supporter of music in our community. The son of a well-known Southern radio personality, Philip played trumpet and loved to sing. Philip owned First Team Productions and was a member of Our Lady of Sorrows Catholic Church. The Birmingham Boys Choir would like to recognize the dedication and support of Philip and the Rumor family, including his wife Carol and their children. We recognize all these individuals and groups for making a difference in the missions of these organizations and beyond. John, it's now time to celebrate the honorees of the 2021 National Philanthropy Day.
All right. Excellent. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Very exciting now. Very exciting. The Bill Moran Outstanding Youth in Philanthropy Award is named in honor of a legendary fundraiser and icon in the Birmingham area. He is most known for establishing the St. Vincent's Foundation 35 years ago. The award recognizes that today's youth play a major role in changing the world. Our 2021 winner is Cali Chapman, nominated by Children's Hospital of Alabama. Cali is a student and author of Glitter the Unicorn, a children's book. She turns 12 this summer and has helped raise more than $10,000 over the last several years for children's. Cali actually published her first book when she was only 6 years old. She's also provided much-needed resources for the Child Life program at the hospital, including art supplies. Her philanthropic mindset, thank you so much, and generous heart are examples for us all to model. Congratulations, Cali, on this well-deserved award. I don't know what it is.
Children's Hospital creates a better community for the kids and family in our state because they really just make it better and happier. So I heard that they had like an art program, and I love to do art, and I wanted to let them be happy because they're, it's probably hard being in the hospital. So I wanted to donate money to help them give more art supplies to them. So these are my books. The first one, the second one, and then the third one. And then we got a new one, Chandler, the Best Unicorn Writer. They have raised $20,000 for the next donation to Children's Hospital. You can purchase Glitter the Unicorn series and Chandler, the Best Unicorn Writer on Amazon. Nonprofits make Birmingham a better community because it makes Birmingham a brighter place and a better place to live.
Nice job, Cali. Well, the Outstanding Charitable Organization Award has gone to several notable charities over the years, and this year its winner is the Tum Tum Tree Foundation, nominated by Mitchell's Place. The Tum Tum Tree Foundation annually supports 10 Birmingham charities and has donated more than $13 million to those organizations and other beneficiaries. Tum Tum's wine auction is the longest-running charity wine auction in the United States devoted to raising money for children's charities. Tum Tum's beneficiaries have included Mitchell's Place, Magic Moments, The Red Barn, Children's of Alabama, and Special Equestrians. Truly an outstanding legacy. Congrats to the Tum Tum Tree Foundation.
On behalf of the Tum Tum Tree Foundation, the Board of Directors, the Executive Committee, and myself, I am grateful and honored and humbled to receive this amazing award for the most outstanding nonprofit. We at the Tum Tum Tree Foundation take great pride in our work, and we look forward to furthering our mission for years to come. Winning this award is deeply gratifying. We have seen the fruits of our labor come to fruition over the past couple of years, and we are just excited about the future of nonprofits and the future of the Tum Tum Tree. Our mission is to enrich the lives of children in Alabama who face life-altering or life-threatening illnesses. So our inspiration is the children. They are the true heartbeat of our organization. We have 12 beneficiaries that we support, and they are amazing. They have their boots on the ground every day, doing the tough work for the ones that mean the most to us. Without them, we wouldn't be who we are, and so we are blessed to be in their company. We've been around for 32 years, but the past few years we have evolved pretty rapidly, which has been exciting to see. So we just hope that we can continue to build on the solid foundation that we've already built, our really strong relationships within the community, with our winemakers, with our beneficiary partners, with our sponsors. You know, nonprofits, they're amazing. I mean, everybody, you know, nonprofits do so much for the community, for children, for all the things, but really it's the people that make nonprofits great. It's our relationships with the people. Tum Tum Tree is who we are, where we are, what we are, because of the people. We are so thankful for their dedication to us, for their strong ties to us, for just giving to us, anywhere from our sponsors to our donors to our winemakers. They're not just people, they're our friends.
Well, change happens when bold leadership meets opportunity. Our Community Foundation of Greater Birmingham is dedicated to addressing challenges and issues and providing hope for the future. Each of us watching today feels the Community Foundation's reach in our community. They are truly at the center for progress and a catalyst for change. Thank you for supporting this next award, the Professional Advisor Award, since 2005. We will now hear from George Gaskin from the Community Foundation of Greater Birmingham, who will present this award. Good morning, George.
Thank you, John. Good morning. Professional advisors play a key role in connecting philanthropic individuals to community need by helping them meet their personal charitable goals. They serve as a link to connect donor passion to organizations and causes that carry their values forward. At our Community Foundation and many other organizations, professional advisors serve as invaluable partners that shepherd millions of dollars in resources to our nonprofit community. As a trust and estate attorney, Tanya Shinora advises her clients on a multitude of transfer strategies for individuals, families, and businesses, and prides herself in helping clients leave a charitable legacy. One of the youngest shareholders to be named to Denton Siroti's board of directors, Tanya is a premier trust and estate attorney whose commitment to Birmingham has been a through line in her career. Most recently, she participated as an inaugural member of the Community Foundation's Professional Partners in Philanthropy Leadership Forum, was a member of the Foundation's Catalyst Fellowship, and is serving on the Donor Relations Committee of our board. Additionally, Tanya has served on the YWCA of Central Alabama's Foundation Committee, the boards of the Comprehensive Cancer Center, the Girl Scouts of North Central Alabama, the Alabama Association of Charitable Gift Planners, and many others. Tanya is a servant leader in the truest sense of the word. She is empathetic, kind, extraordinarily hardworking, and holds both the interests of her clients and the community above her own. She embodies what it means to be an outstanding professional advisor. It is my deep honor to present this year's Community Foundation of Greater Birmingham Outstanding Professional Advisor Award to Tanya Shinora.
Thank you. I am deeply grateful to the volunteer boards of AFP who so diligently steward this annual program. To my peers at the Alabama Association of Charitable Gift Planners who so generously nominated me for this honor, and to my mentors, colleagues, and clients who so graciously inform, inspire, and grow me. I am humbled to be recognized among these incredible honorees, and am so blessed to be a part of this collective effort to improve our society through philanthropy. All of you make up our beautiful community of do-gooders, people connectors, collaborators, and servant leaders. You are the change makers of our community, and I am infinitely inspired by you. I want to thank my colleagues at Denton Cerroti for our firm's long-standing commitment to civic and community service. We see it not only as our duty, but a privilege. And I really am humbled to follow in the footsteps of my law partners and mentors, Elizabeth Hutchins and the late Harold Apolinsky and Judy Todd, who are all of whom are past recipients of this award. Last, but certainly not least, I'd like to thank my family for their unwavering support and encouragement. My husband, Isa, is one of the greatest servant leaders I've ever known, and my sons, Sam and Isaiah, are my biggest inspiration because they tackle each day hoping to change the world for good, and I have no doubt that they will. I will close by sharing the wise words of Winston Churchill. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. Thank you. The Alabama Association of Charitable Gift Planners is a council that I've been associated with for about 15 years, and I've actually served on the board for a majority of those years. The council is made up of individuals across a wide variety of disciplines who engage in gift planning, and its mission is to promote charitable planned gift giving to enhance the quality of life in our communities. So the collaboration among the member attorneys, accountants, fundraising professionals, financial planners, and trust officers is really special, and it helps all involved to be better advocates for philanthropy. A successful philanthropist is someone with a caring heart and clarity about which causes to support. I also think it's helpful and worthwhile to have some knowledge about charitable gift planning, whether you ask your estate planning attorney, your accountant, or do your own research. If you really have that kind of knowledge, it can benefit both you and the charities which you generously support. I hope to spend my career in life giving back to this community, and I plan to do that through counseling and connecting my clients to charitable organizations that are committed to their causes. I also plan to stay informed regarding the constantly evolving tax laws that impact plan giving so that I can better serve our charitable community. And finally, I really look forward to continuing to serve some of my favorite civic and charitable organizations here in town, such as the Birmingham Rotary Club, the YWCA, and the Community Foundation of Greater Birmingham.
William Roth was president of the Alabama AFP chapter from 1980 to 1982, and he won the Outstanding Fundraising Executive Award in 1983 for his role as founding president of the Baptist Medical Centers. Mr. Roth was very involved in the community, and the award is in his honor, his great memory. Since 1982, this award has been presented to a fundraising professional who demonstrates commitment to the profession, knowledge of the industry, fundraising ethics, and leadership capabilities. I'm proud to announce the winner of this award for 2021 is Morgan Emmaheiser, who works at Child Care Resources. She joined this organization back in 2017. Her accolades in that role include generating $40,000 in first-time gifts for Child Care Resources during their first ever Champions for Children event, and in the midst of a pandemic, secured $100,000 during their first ever hybrid fairy tale ball. With 11 years of fundraising under her belt, Morgan also contributed to the local AFP Alabama chapter and achieved the esteemed Certified Fundraising Executive Credential. Congratulations, Morgan Emmaheiser.
Thank you to the Association of Fundraising Professionals Alabama chapter and the National Philanthropy Day Committee for selecting me as the William S. Roth Outstanding Fundraising Executive. I am incredibly honored and unbelievably humbled to be this year's recipient of this award. Throughout my career, I've had the immeasurable privilege of working alongside talented colleagues and mentors, passionate teammates and volunteers, and generous donors within the communities where I have lived. Not only have they made an impact on those communities, but they have also greatly impacted my life, both professionally and personally. And so because of that, I really feel that I share this award with them as we're all working together to create a better world for those who live within it. I believe the work that we do as fundraisers is supremely valuable. How wonderful that we have a job where we are able to help others discover the joy that comes from giving, whether it be seeking to right injustices, to protect the environment, to create beauty, or to provide healing. We truly have the best job in the world. I also deeply believe in the power of philanthropy, not only to impact the lives of those who benefit from it, but to change the lives of the donors who make it possible. And so with that, I once again thank you for this tremendous honor and for being part of a community that celebrates the incredible and immeasurable impact that we have on individuals within Central Alabama. It's really humbling to be receiving this award this year, especially when you look at the individuals who have won it before me. It's an incredible group to be in. I feel really honored to have been selected. And it's also a great reminder of the importance of the work that we do as fundraisers, and that what we do really matters, not only to those who benefit from it, but also to the donors and community members and supporters who make that work possible. The accomplishment I'm most proud of, especially over the last year, would have to be the adaptability and flexibility I had to channel in light of the current state of the world. This has really been uncharted territory for fundraisers, and it required us to demonstrate a lot of creativity and patience and flexibility. And I'm just really proud that not only myself, but my team at Child Care Resources was able to sort of pivot our programs and maintain level funding, and in some areas increase funding for our programs. It also makes me really proud of our community because it just demonstrates the passion that people in Central Alabama have for ensuring those who need programs and services are able to continue receiving them, no matter the challenges that we may all be facing.
Well, the Alabama chapter of the Association of Fundraising Professionals IDEA Award recognizes an individual, family, nonprofit organization, corporation, foundation, or civic organization that is committed to the ideals of inclusion, diversity, equity, and access in philanthropic giving. Through personal or organizational leadership and commitment, the recipient recognizes the unique customs, culture, history, and legacy of diversity in Alabama and creates opportunities to reflect that diversity in supporting the work of area nonprofits. This is the first year for this award, and the inaugural winner is Women's Foundation of Alabama, formerly the Women's Fund of Greater Birmingham, nominated by Child Care Resources. Since 1996, Women's Foundation of Alabama has invested nearly $6 million in initiatives, research, and policy to strengthen our community by building equitable opportunities for women. Women's Foundation partners with 14 regional and statewide nonprofits to support economic opportunities for women. In addition to their grant making, Women's Foundation of Alabama advocates for nonpartisan policies that break down barriers and prioritizes gender equality. We salute Alabama's first and only philanthropic foundation solely addressing the unique needs of women and girls with the IDEA Award.
Hi, my name is Macy Vinson, and I serve as Director of Development for the Women's Foundation of Alabama. I'd like to start by emphasizing what a privilege it is to be here among you, and how truly grateful I am to represent the Women's Foundation of Alabama. I am so honored to accept AFP's inaugural IDEA Award on behalf of our staff, Board of Directors, and the community of changemakers who made this work possible. This award is both timely and necessary for the future of philanthropy. It elevates an overdue conversation and culture shift about what equity and access truly means for our state. A shift that would not be happening without the vision and leadership of our President and CEO, Melanie Bridgeforth. For 25 years, the Women's Foundation of Alabama has created change that multiplies, moving more than $6 million into communities, transforming the lives of 42,000 women and their families, and funding 125 community-based organizations who remove barriers to work for women. We are transforming lives and systems at the same time to shift the paradigm for women. As our team reflects on what equity and access means in the world of philanthropy, we can't help but look to the future. As an organization, we lead widespread transformation on how philanthropy operates and deploys resources, inspiring the philanthropic community to center and elevate the voices of women and girls, because when women move forward, communities move with them. We are proud to be your Women's Foundation of Alabama and to be a trendsetter of expectations for this incredible award. Thank you. The Women's Foundation of Alabama is a community-driven foundation whose mission is to impact the world around us by accelerating economic opportunity for women. Our staff is extremely intentional in their ongoing learning journeys. We are evolving and learning every day, and our philanthropy continues to evolve as we strive to instill a culture of inclusive philanthropy. We listen to our community partners, and we convene unique voices for broad perspective on systemic issues and barriers facing women today. Additionally, we are shaping policy for the issues that we are also funding. And because we invest in advocacy and research, the value of your gift to the Women's Foundation of Alabama is multiplied exponentially. The need for an organization representing umbrella leadership and a philanthropic voice for and with women in Alabama is long overdue, and we have closed that gap. After a year-long journey, our board voted to expand to become the Women's Foundation of Alabama. As the state's only public women's foundation, we are creating transformative change for women and bringing all 67 counties along on this journey.
Well, the Outstanding Corporate Citizen Award has been presented since 1982 to a business that has provided direct financial, in-kind, or volunteer support to nonprofit organizations. For years, Tito's Handmade Vodka has been an avid supporter of many nonprofits in Birmingham, including Stare of Birmingham, which nominated them for this award. In the last year, Tito's has provided a full week's worth of groceries to those who have been laid off through the Great Grocery Give Back program, and has produced and donated hand sanitizer to hospitals and first responders. During the pandemic, Tito's purchased microwaves for the elderly recipients of the Meals on Wheels program and funded an initiative to provide portable showers for the homeless in the city of Birmingham. Tito's has increased revenue at countless charity fundraising events by donating their product. Stare's and AFP's love for Tito's has grown even more as we congratulate them today for winning the Outstanding Corporate Citizen Award.
First off, on behalf of both my company and myself, I cannot say thank you enough for considering our work here in Alabama worthy enough of being recognized as this year's recipient for Outstanding Corporate Citizen. We are so extremely honored to have our work recognized in this way by the National Association of Fundraising Professionals. I've spent many long yet extremely worthwhile hours working alongside countless nonprofit partners all across the state of Alabama, and it means so much to me that the work that I am so passionate about doing has been resonated enough with others to be chosen for this prestigious award. This accomplishment is certainly not something that I did entirely alone, and there are many others who deserve to share in this award. I would first like to thank my incredible company, Tito's Handmade Vodka, for giving me the resources and support needed for me to be able to live out my dream of giving back to the community alongside so many wonderful and selfless colleagues. I'm so extremely grateful that my company shares the same passion as I do in regards to giving back and helping others make a difference and aiding those in need. I would also like to thank my family, friends, and most importantly, my extremely supportive and amazing husband for all of their support throughout my years as the Alabama sales consultant for Tito's Handmade Vodka. There have been many long days, and without their support, I'm sure that both my spirit and drive wouldn't have been near as strong. Thank you also to all of the extraordinary role models in my life, such as Tito Beveridge, Beth Bellany, Sue Johnson, Karen Greiner, Margaret Stennett, my amazing grandmother, and so many more that I simply do not have the time to list that have constantly provided inspiration for me to ultimately become a better community supporter, leader, and just human in general. Last but not least, thank you so much to the National Association of Fundraising Professionals for offering recognition to community leaders like myself. I hope that this recognition of our work here in Alabama can serve as an inspiration to others in the field that making a difference within your community is really not that difficult if you only set your mind out to do so. We're all here on this earth every day together, and it's important to count your blessings and remind yourself that if you're in the position to help others, it's important and almost your duty to do so. I look forward to many more years working alongside our incredible nonprofit partners, both all across the state of Alabama and few and far between, and I am most humbled and appreciative again for this recognition. Thank you all again so much, and a very good night I wish to you all. Cheers. I think I speak for both myself and my organization that winning this award, I think we're just so honored to receive this award in general. I absolutely love my job and share my company's vision with others. My family has always taught me the importance of staying involved within my community and giving back whenever possible. And thankfully, my wonderful company shares the same passion that I do for doing that. It's truly a dream come true when it comes to my career. I'm so thankful to work alongside such caring individuals that make up Team Tito's and the accomplishments that we've made as a team over the last couple of years. Since COVID-19 hit the United States, we were able to pivot our work to aid others already helping the community to deepen their impact, as well as roll out some programs of my own here in the Magic City to help those in need locally. From aiding United Way's Meals on Wheels program to supporting fundraising efforts for dozens of local nonprofit organizations, to help them bring in a little extra revenue during such a hard time, are just a couple of ways that I was able to support the community that I serve.
United Way of Central Alabama touches our community in so many ways with a rich history of helping neighborhoods and communities across our entire region. The United Way flourishes through 80 programs and initiatives. Many of them are represented in our audience today. Your fundraising impact of more than $38 million makes our community a better place to live and enhances the lives of so many. Thank you for sponsoring the Outstanding Civic Leader Award, which you have been committed to since back in 1982. How fortunate that we are to hear from Drew Langlow, the CEO of United Way, who will be presenting this award.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to introduce this year's United Way of Central Alabama Outstanding Civic Leader Award for Philanthropy Day. Now, I'm not an Auburn or an Alabama guy, but it's hard to talk about these winners without talking a little bit about Auburn. And every student who goes to Auburn knows of the Auburn Creed. Many seek to live by its truths, but there are two Auburn grads, our award winners, and there are a couple, who can truly be seen as putting the words of the Auburn Creed into action in their lives. The creed states, and I'll summarize, I believe in the human touch which cultivates sympathy with my fellow men and mutual helpfulness and brings happiness for all. I believe in my country and that I can best serve that country by doing justly, loving mercifully, and walking humbly with my God. Now, our honorees have spent their lives reaching out their hands to their fellow men and women in service to others. They've engaged in humble philanthropy for their community to ensure that justice and mercy are possible for those in their community who need it the most. United Way of Central Alabama has been enriched by their support and service and honored that they are the recipients of the United Way of Central Alabama Outstanding Civic Leader Award this year. They have been active members of the Birmingham community for more than 35 years, and through their work as a pediatrician and as the current executive vice president of Brassfield and Gorey. In 2014, he was inducted into the State of Alabama Engineering Hall of Fame for his significant contributions to the advancement of engineering and technology. Together, they devote much of their time to civic and philanthropic efforts. He is the past chairman of the Auburn University Foundation, past chairman of the Samford University's Board of Overseers, and is a member of the Rotary Club of Birmingham. He has served as captain of the Monday Morning Quarterback Club and is on the board of the United Way of Central Alabama and the board of Children's Harbor. He served as the 2015 United Way Tocqueville Society Chair, receiving the Mervyn H. Stern Award for his outstanding efforts that year with the addition of over 100 new members to the Tocqueville Society. In 2019, as the campaign chair, he raised $36.8 million and is currently serving as the 2021 United Way Legacy Gifts Chair. Additionally, he has served on the boards of the American Red Cross, the Civic Club Foundation, Rev Birmingham, and the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, where he was recognized as its Living and Giving honoree in 2011. Not to be outdone, she was recognized in 2019 by the Greater Birmingham Auburn Club as a distinguished alumni and has been actively involved with the Junior League of Birmingham and United Way's Women United. As members of Canterbury United Methodist Church, she serves on the board of the Lucille Beeson Trust. She's an advisor to the Child Development Center, and she and Jeff have been actively involved in both philanthropic leadership and in service efforts for the church. They have served as key leaders in capital campaign efforts as well as legacy gift development projects for Canterbury. Beyond their leadership in fundraising for organizations, they take an active hand in direct service for those most in need. When much of the community was sheltering in place throughout 2020, she was one of the brave volunteers who answered the call to deliver meals to homebound seniors through Meals on Wheels, ensuring those who were most vulnerable and most in need would be taken care of. By now, you should recognize this power couple. Jeff and Linda Stone have created an incredible legacy of service that draws others to supporting this community by their example. They walk humbly, do justly, and show loving mercy through acts of service for our entire community. Please welcome me in congratulating Jeff and Linda Stone, this year's National Philanthropy Day, United Way of Central Alabama Outstanding Civic Leaders.
Linda and I are extremely honored to accept this award. We know there's a lot of individuals in this community that could be considered outstanding civic leaders, and who are, frankly, outstanding civic leaders. So it's very humbling for the two of us to be considered for this award and to be selected for this award. I also would like to congratulate all the other award winners here today. They're all extremely impressive, impactful individuals and organizations that really do have a big impact on our community. Well, let me also say that I'm very pleased to be accepting this award with Linda, because so much that we do together. But we are especially proud that we were nominated by the United Way of Central Alabama. That's an organization that's very near and dear to our heart, and is one that we have become increasingly engaged and involved with over the years. And we have done so because it's such an impactful organization. It's an organization that brings people together throughout our community to really lift up people in the areas of education, health, and financial stability. We realized that, many have gone before us, that we're just one link in a long chain of folks who contribute to the success of our community. And we know that there'll be many, many more in the future. And so because of that, we are extremely honored to accept this award, and are very appreciative of the United Way of Central Alabama for nominating us. Well, I'm very fortunate to work for a company that believes in building strong communities. In fact, that's part of our purpose statement. So I work for Brassfield and Gorey, and I've been there for over 40 years, and I've been giving to United Way the whole time. I kind of learned at an early age, the early part of my career, how important it was to support the community, led by the example of the leaders of Brassville and Gorey. And just over time, I've become more engaged and we've given more and more as we were able. A lot of folks feel like, well, what can I do, by myself? But everybody can make an impact. You may not have the financial resources, but you have the time. So give of your time, give of your treasure to the extent that you possibly can.
Mr. Bill Spencer was very active in civic affairs throughout his life. When reading his bio, I cannot tell you how many times these words were repeated: guided, volunteered, served, negotiated, contributed, committed, donated, endowed, and led. He maintained long relationships with a myriad of nonprofits in our community, and we have been honoring his memory with the William M. and Virginia B. Spencer Outstanding Philanthropist Award since 1982. Today's winner of this award is Lee Steislinger III, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Alltech. Now, Mr. Steislinger was nominated by UAB. The Alltech Steislinger Foundation has provided seed funding for important initiatives. Their $10 million lead pledge to the Genomic Medicine and Data Science Building will help provide a sustainable home for cutting-edge medical research there at UAB. Mr. Steislinger's foundation has also made more than $875,000 gift to elevate the C. Glenn Cobb's MD endowed professorship in infectious diseases to the status of an endowed chair, which in turn has supported essential COVID-19 work. For his far-sighted leadership and generosity, we congratulate Lee Steislinger III.
On behalf of Alltech and the Steislinger family, I'm humbled and honored to accept the Bill and Virginia Spencer Outstanding Philanthropy Award. Thank you. I've always believed, and our families always believe, that true happiness comes from helping others. And that really is the definition of happiness. This is really what our philosophy has always been, is to help others through a variety of different mission statements, but principally the youth of our population through K through 12, collegiate, so that future generations will have the will and ability to carry on far better than we have. UAB is foundational to our community. As the largest employer in the city and the largest employer in the state, creating incredible jobs for healthcare professionals and providing life-saving solutions for the entire state and country and world. Bill Spencer was one of my mentors. In fact, he served on Alltech's board and was and is regarded as one of the most genuine philanthropic entrepreneurs in the history of Birmingham and the state of Alabama. And so it's a special honor given the relationship with Bill Spencer.
Wow, what a great group. Well, thank you all for your continued support and hard work in our community. This year, more than ever, we have seen the great need for and importance of nonprofit and philanthropic community. I am honored to have the opportunity now to highlight these great community leaders, and I look forward to seeing you next year, perhaps in person finally. I now turn the program over to Bethany Reeves, the 2021 co-chair of this National Philanthropy Day.
Thank you all for joining us today. I want to take a minute to share a little about our foundation and national reach. Each year, we reach out to our membership to support our Be the Cause campaign. This campaign supports our national organization who provides training, leadership opportunities, advocacy, and lobbying on behalf of those in our profession. Although this is not a fundraising event, We are, at our core, fundraisers and can't pass on the chance to give you an opportunity to support the work that we do. If you feel so moved, you may make a gift through Swell in honor of one of these leaders highlighted today if you'd like, and support this year's AFP Alabama Be the Cause campaign. I want to take just one more minute of your time to thank our National Philanthropy Day team, my co-chair, Scarlett Thompson, as well as our AFP Board of Directors. These are all fundraising professionals who have big roles and responsibilities with nonprofits across the state. But still, even in the midst of a pandemic, have taken time to ensure that we have had consistent programming, weekly virtual gatherings, and of course, put together this celebration today. Thank you all. I couldn't be prouder of what you have accomplished. With that, I will close and look forward to seeing you all next year.